We wanted to also share a small example from Jharkhand, and this is feature phone, Nokia, mobile, audiovisual, audio, and text all embedded. So it is, and that's the reason we thought that we would share. Ritu is here? Okay, thanks. So NEEDS is an organization which is based in Jharkhand. They work in Devghar and many other parts of Jharkhand. They have a project called Mobile for Mother. We are trying to develop and support them technically. So basically we are learning more than we are really teaching anything to them. They are concentrating on 2 blocks in Devghar. And so this is about their organization, which not really relevant. These are basically problem statement. We all know why we want to do, because of MMRs and deaths at birth and things like that. But these are some of the backgrounds. So a couple of years back they had started and training of Sahiyas. So they have all these women health workers, which is properly trained in using the tools and hand holding them and how to use those applications and how to collect. So they were doing with Dimagi long time back, and then they came to us to, when they got an award from us, they came to us and they said that, can you develop it in a slightly more audiovisual manner. So this is what their key features of applications are. It's multimedia based, it runs on mobile, it's a tool for women, of course, interpersonal communication during their ANC and PNC to educate them on safe pregnancy issues by the Sahiyas, monitoring of services received by pregnant women during ANC and PNC, monitoring of behavioral change of the pregnant woman during pregnancy and post-pregnancy, reaching unreached, and monitors them also, and create a checkpoint for individual maternal and neonatal death cases. What it basically does is data transfers to the web once there is a GPRS. That means it is not totally dependent on connectivity. It can collect the data, and as soon as you have the connectivity, you can push a button, it can sync, and it can go on the web. So from the web also you can check the data. You can create customized reports, monthly dashboard on 31 indicators. I will just show you the indicators. And all the reports they share with the government. So very much sync with the government program. So this is how it goes: registration of the woman, antenatal check, intranatal check, postnatal check, case close, visit completed, woman dies, woman migrated, abortion, whatever, and family planning. So this is the whole structure. And these are the dashboard report that they create. How many total number of pregnant women registered, number of pregnant women registered within first trimester, and then women received 4 ANC checkups. So all these terminology, I'm sure all the health people you would know, but this you will get on a click of a button. These kind of reports on the dashboard. This is another set. From weight to size and everything is recorded. So it continues about 31. So what are the behavioral changes? If you do something like this, how does it change? Increase of ANC registration from 24% to 62%. Increase of birth preparedness 18% to 82%. Increase of taking nutritious food 22% to 80%. Increase in colostrum feeding 16 and then 72. Increase in exclusive breastfeeding 90% plus less than 50%. Increase in safe abortion practices from 32% to 100%. Increase of RTI, STI awareness and treatment 13% to 83%. So literally from below 25%, everything goes above 75%. And it is because one of them is being trained and they are part of this entire system. So I just wanted to skip through and show you the how does the screen looks like, because I don't have the mobile at the moment. Oh, good, it's working. Okay. So these are, this is a feature phone, Nokia phone, and this is what the गर्भवती महिला का पंजीकरण, गर्भावस्था के दौरान, प्रसव के दौरान, प्रसव के बाद, केस बंद करें, परिवार नियोजन, नहीं भेजे गए डेटा, पंजीकरण महिला का नाम, बंद करें. ये जरा then whatever you select, you can, आपका पूरा नाम. So what it says, आपका पूरा नाम, if she is not literate, she doesn't have to worry about. It will say in voice also. And then you can, feed in. Of course, and she can't feed in, then somebody else can feed. But at least she knows that what are the question that is being asked. आपके पिता का नाम, पति का नाम, गांव का नाम, पंचायत का नाम. And then there is a photograph also, so that you know visually also that this is more related to ladies or gents or things like that. Block का नाम, जिले का नाम, mobile का number क्या है. So they will ask, what's your mobile number? आपका गर्भावस्था का अवधि क्या है. So it's a first trimester, second trimester, whatever. आपकी उम्र क्या है. And then, of course, once you register, then the second option you can go. ANC data, and so that data goes and reflect there, and it continues like this, submitting data, submitted successfully, and then it also shows record, then गर्भावस्था के दौरान, then महिला का पंजीकरण क्या है. So she then will say what is your registration number, and then accordingly will show other things. So this is how it is visually. What we are doing now is that we are converting this entire thing into an Android phone, and we are illustrating the images, which is more, I would say with a finer finishing touch and so on and so forth. So this is not only asking a question, it is, as soon as it asks question, it also conveys a message that it is necessary also. So it's not only asking that whether you have taken this folic acid or whatever not, but also that you should have been taking. So this is more very learning and educative oriented. Weight kya hai, and then have you got the checkup or not, did you go for checkup, who checked that, so it also asks you the question that the male doctor, health worker checked you, or the female health worker checked you. All those questions also asked. So it goes on. Once you close that, then you get into the next question. Then again ask the question, and then what is your date of prasav, and so on and so forth. And it continues like this. So all this visual is coming from the research that has been done among the villagers, among the women. And that's how the illustration has been made, and that is how the question has been created. Then again the next question. This is post-pregnancy, I think. What are the care that you have to take? And then closing, case closing. And then these are the data that you have already fed in, and look at the dashboard. So that's basically, I mean, if you want, we can individually show you or make you listen to the voice also, but I'm sure you can imagine that how it works. So in terms of illustration, in terms of audio, in terms of feeding in the data, this can also work in any language, of course, because most of the places, the way health systems are in India, they all are almost the same in whatever state you go. The ANC, BNC, all those things are the same. We have the Anganwadis, we have all those. You may call Sahiya, you may call something else, but most of them are the same. I'm not a health expert, but I'm saying this is more or less can be converted in any language. So what we are doing is that we are thinking is that all the people or a woman will never have a smartphone or a tablet, but health workers can always be provided with smartphones as far as the collection of the data and dissemination of information in groups and all that. So therefore, you know, it is fair that we go into the Android base. So it is also almost developed in maybe a week or so. It will be ready for checkup. So any discussion point on this one, especially the people who are here from the health department, do you see any relevance? Do you see that it is something that can be used at a higher scale? Do you think that it can be adopted? You know, we can have few discussion on that before we get into the next step. Anybody from the health department here? Yeah. Any quick reaction?
If the receiver has any question, we can respond back to that.
Yeah, that also is there. That also is there. Yeah. But it is not as interactive as that you would be expecting it. It is more push information and pull information on my basis rather than her basis. This is more of that. This is not as much as that, okay, I have 10 more questions. Can you reply to that? Do you have a database of, you know, those questions? It is not as much as that one. So how do you collect the data in let's say AP or Telangana in as far as the, you know, these kind of issues are concerned? On paper, do you collect these data on paper? On paper, there is no online system that you have.
Through MCTS tracking.
Through?
MCTS.
Okay.
MCTS tracking, we are collecting the data. Collecting.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
No, only MC, mother and child, MCTS, mother and child tax system is going on online. Rest of the programs only on manual paper.
So is this something that you see that it will help or it is required?
Definitely.
It will help, but I have one doubt. Is this some rural area, some mothers are illiterate.
Right.
How they are understand?
Yeah, so that is why this is audio also. There is
Mm.
audio. So the question, if you can't understand, it will speak.
But it is not, they will, the message will not understand, I think. Audio also.
No, I'm not saying Hindi. I mean, if Telugu, if they say, what's your name?
No, illiterate. If she was illiterate.
Yeah. So it will speaking by voice. There is a voice also.
Local language.
Yeah, local
Yes,
language
yes.
voice. That's what I'm saying. Not in Hindi, not in English. The voice is local language. In this case, it is Hindi because the local language is Hindi in Jharkhand.
Yes.
But in Andhra Pradesh or Telangana, it will be Telugu. It will be that's the reason I said that it can be converted into Telugu, and with the voice because they cannot read or write,
Yes.
so they can hear, you know, or they can speak, right?
Okay.
So will that work then? That's what I'm asking.
It will definitely, they will change.
They will
They are
change.
waiting for adopting new innovations.
Definitely they will change, sir.
I am from NIC. ఒక మహిళా శిశువుకి అదే ఎంసిటిఎస్ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ దాంట్లో వీ హ్యావ్ గివెన్ Mobile app also. Department had purchased some tabs.
Previously it is Nalagunda district only.
Yeah, it is piloted, but further extension, etc., is hampered because of this state bifurcation. So we need to take forward that within two different states now. That's the scenario, sir. Before bifurcation, we had piloted through a tab version of this thing, so that they need not collect the data on paper and come and feed like that. So offline data can be collected on the field then and there itself. It will be stored in a local app. That app can be, whenever connectivity is there, like you had shown that GPRS connectivity, whenever connectivity is there, it can be pushed to the online server, and there all types of different dashboard reports, etc., are available.
So the app that you are talking about,
Yes,
which
sir.
is a tablet-based application for data collection,
Yes, sir.
does it have a similar kind of data points that it is shown here?
Not exactly in this, but it is just a department what they desired in that format. It is there, sir. Not in this generic.
Okay. But it's health department's requirement-based
Yes, yes.
form that they collect.
Yes.
That is totally
Yes, sir. Yes, I did
converted
that.
into a tablet-based.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is there also there in local language also. That content it can be.
What is the name of that application?
Mahila Shishu, sir. That
So same application, Mahila
same
Shishu, you have converted for app also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
So I think, Ritu, we should have that app to look at and review from Arif. Later we can take it. Maybe it is available and take it. Is it available on Android? Or we will have to take a APK file from you.
I'll share that APK file, sir. I'll share with you, sir.
Last year we have used Amaji breastfeeding CDs. No? It is very effectively worked on breastfeeding. Last year in the month of August, completely we added the program about breastfeeding. It's very effectively, but it's very expensive. We are collect the CD player showing in Gram Panchayat. We are request the Gram Panchayat people. It's very difficult. If we provide the mobiles, the same inputs in the mobiles, in the our Anganwadis or Ashas or ANMs, they will show in the group meetings or otherwise immunization sessions and antenatal sessions in SSG programs. They will show. It's a very effectively working. We will reduce MMR, IMR.
Okay, so what you are saying is that certainly if we take this audio visual and
Yeah, we are
videos
distribute-
onto the
yeah.
mobile
Yeah,
to
that's
them,
the better.
it will certainly make an impact.
We can show it. Why? Because health education education is a continuing process. We are showing a single time is not
enough.
effective, not enough also. That's why we have mobile phone. If mobile phone everyone handle now every day. There's a better put the mobiles.
Yeah, so,
Particularly in health education, sir,
Yeah.
SMCR is the one the key concept. SMCR means sender, message, receiver, and channel.
Mhm.
I think today onwards, every person having cell phone. I think cell phone is a key channel. So immediately, in a short time, message will receive all ASHAs and all ANMs and all effectively. So very need to provide government all ASHAs and all ANMs, every health staff, very needful also it is.
So I think yesterday also this discussion was there that when I showed the Madhya Pradesh example and UP example when they have given the mobile and the SIM to all the ASHA workers and all that. So one you are saying is that that kind of thing must be happening in AP and Telangana. And the second is that as soon as they have it, we should use this, what is the short form you said, SMC and all that, so short messaging. And so that can be audio, video, that can be text, that can be anything, right? And I think most of the mobile that we are going to distribute or government should distribute should have at least the SD card option, because so that we can move the data which you can't move through the connectivity, at least you can move through physically. Any more suggestion? Yes.
Yes, sir. This Anjaneyulu from says, I want to give one suggestion about this Amadi videos.
Yeah.
Generally in rural areas, people are watching daily serials, more people. So in that, between two serials, we run this video to reach to rural people.
Okay, you are suggesting that we telecast it
Yeah.
on some channel.
Channel. Sir, every mandal headquarter having city cable. So why don't we give
To the cable operators.
Yes.
Local cable.
Local cable.
Not the satellite cable.
This
That
is my
may
sir.
be one way, that may be. Yes.
Yeah. If you having every person mobile, that is very high class.
That's also one way.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Just taking the high-risk mother onto the high-risk newborn. We have the special newborn care units at SNCUs at all districts which are very successful and are able to save a lot of newborn. But one critical factor is that many of the newborn are being saved in the SNCU, but they continue to be high risk and are actually dying once they go back home and are not being able to come back for follow-up. Therefore, follow-up of SNCU graduates has been spoken about for past 2 years or so, but is very, very tough to implement because it is very tough to convince the mother to get the child back. There are lots of other factors involved. So one field which I feel where a mobile and also technology could be useful is to integrate this into the SNCU software, wherein there will be designated days of follow-up of that particular newborn. If a SMS goes as it is possible through the software, if a SMS goes to that particular person whose number is registered, saying that this is the particular date of the high-risk newborn in your particular locality, if this message goes to that particular A&M who's serving that locality, then the A&M would be able to better facilitate the follow-up of the high-risk newborn. So this is one potential use of the mobile technology in perspective of the follow-up of high-risk newborn. But it is very tough, and I understand that the experience from Madhya Pradesh has not been so great, but it's worthwhile trying out why it couldn't work and then look at the follow-up of the high-risk newborn discharge from SNCU.
So, any more suggestions?
Can you kindly expand SMCU? What does SMCU mean? So, similarly, in that context only, I would like to discuss about HIV mothers and the exposed child also, those who are born to HIV infected mothers or exposed mothers. See, what happens is, if a mother gives birth at one ANC, and at one primary healthcare center, suppose, and then she goes back to her own village to live there, what happens is we are not able to track that mother. In PPTST program, this is a major issue which is being coming up. We are not able to follow up those HIV infected mothers completely, because first thing, they do not want to show themselves up that yes, we are HIV infected. Secondly, what they do is, if they get to know about their status, they immediately leave the village and go to live into some other village with the whole of the family. They just leave that. So what happens is, there is lack of follow-up, because of which they are not able to take the medication properly, and it gets infected to the mother as well. So is there any, and regarding these cell phones also, we can't use the mobile numbers, because once they change the place, they might discard the cell phones or discard the SIM as well. So what is the good option for those set of cohort, those set of people to inculcate this technology? Because we are till now not able to get any successful idea with which we can follow up completely to them. HIV is most prevalent in the southern states, as Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. And this is one of the major reasons, because of lack of follow-up, we are not able to be in touch with them and give them proper medication. Government is doing every part which is possible to give them medication, but the only thing is we are not able to track them. And mobile phones, I believe in this case, is completely not possible, because what happens is they do not use their cell phones at all. Either they do not have, or if they have, they completely discard it once they leave their place. So is there any option which you would suggest in this case?
Yeah, I really don't know, but you know, there is a method to track. We can put the chip on their shoulder, and you know, we can make it GPS enabled and keep on tracking. They can't get rid of themselves being tracked. But yeah, on a more and no, I'm saying if you really discard everything that can be trackable, there is no way I can track, you know, or anybody can track. There is no way, literally, and yeah. So and I don't know if, and I don't have expertise on HIV, and you know, I totally understand and empathize the issue that you are trying to raise, is that among these women who we already track and you know try to provide a solution out of them, there are these HIV women who migrate from one place to other place, and how do we track them, because it is important that they are trackable and they are into the database in such a way that we know where they are. You know, but and technology can help, certainly it can help, you know, unless government comes back with the data that this is a free mobile, you don't have to discard it, this is a free number, don't throw it, you don't have to pay for it, then they will not throw, of course. Otherwise, everybody discard SIMs right, left and center, you know, especially the prepaid people. They have the SIM for every city, town, place, wherever they go. They change the SIM also as per the data providers, you know, for even 1 paisa difference they keep changing, you know. I have seen that, but yeah, it's a difficult you know answer to find it. It's really very difficult. I don't have an answer, and the answer that I gave you is totally practical, but nobody will do it.
If you're taking the Aadhaar numbers, so what's happening is that yeah, sure. So what's happening is all this SIM migration and service provider migration, people are, the service providers are really concerned about why the hell are people moving from one service to the other, what's wrong with my plan, my calling plan and stuff. So there is increasing emphasis on capturing Aadhaar numbers or whatever, voter ID, and then track, and then, you know, connecting these two things so that, so if you are able to record their voter ID numbers or Aadhaar in case they have it, and if they don't even have that, then that's a problem. But when prepaid SIMs are being issued, there is increasing emphasis on get their government issued identification number. So that way, even if they change SIMs, at some level the data can be aggregated, and these moms can be tracked. It's quite possible. It's just a matter of someone you know, telling you guys that, look, this service is available, and you actually subscribing to that database. It can be done.
Yeah,
so
the other thing is that even if you use Aadhaar as a point of you know tracking, that is trackable. But if I use Aadhaar here to say that yes, this Aadhaar number has a HIV infected person, the other place I go and try to avail something and show the Aadhaar number, that database and this database has to be synced, so that we identify and it reflect that okay, this Aadhaar has got this HIV thing, so it must be synced.
There are a bunch of companies, healthcare service providers that are actually trying to create a pan-India health database.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
And so in about a year and a half, entire government of India is actually going to have access to this information, connected information. So it's a matter of time before this kind of tracking becomes possible, actually.
Also, there is this data piracy and data security is another issue. Already there is a huge issue of on Aadhaar in terms of you know IPRs, and in terms of privacy issues, in terms of you know getting into this. Anyway, so there is one opportunity that we have. Yes, please.
So for the last 1.5 days, we have been seeing most of the applications that are related to data and data capturing. See, if you see that from an Anganwadi or an Asha perspective, what majorly they complain is that 80 to 90% of our time goes in filling the data and sending the data.
Yeah, true.
See, what happens is most of the times, whenever we are doing anything, it should be in full sync with what exactly they are doing. And second thing, as the madam said, that is the scalability. Most of the times we develop the model, but once we take it to the scale, so it falters in government. So whenever we are doing, we should very, very clear, that means that especially when we are taking the technology, is that we should take only the data that is actionable using the technology. That means that we might get much more data, that means that using the technology, and we tend to take this should be taken into consideration. I think most of the applications are related to the data, and we are going to start with that in our next work. And second thing is that when it comes to the social and behavior change and other things, the thing is that the Mobisource, which Seema has said, and we have experimented the MENA radio with girls collectives. One of the things from my personal observation is duration. It should be of 2 to 3 minutes or 4 minutes, not more than that, because, and we have to inculcate a habit of voluntary, because mobile use is highly personal and highly voluntary. This thing. If you can take these two things into consideration, I think we will be more successful in scaling up. Because we can't, and in government, that means that everybody comes with their wish list to collect it, and the Asha worker or the Anganwadi worker will be the sufferer in giving that. Because I have seen them, because I have visited many in my earlier project. So even I am working with the school headmasters. They say that earlier we used to teach, now most of the times we fill the formats and send it to the government.
Yeah, so I totally agree with you, and we should certainly take this suggestion that Mobisource and what episodes should be shorter, so that it can be consumed better and discussed better. But I totally agree with you about this standardization issue and this ASHA worker as a target group and only collecting data. If I define that in one line, we have 2 million ASHA workers in the country, and there must be at least 100 or 200 pilots going on them about the health service application or something. And this shows also that how right hand and the left hand doesn't talk to each other through NIC. NIC is the great example of the country. I always take that all the NIC from DIO level to SIO level to the center level, they have, I'm sure there would be, each application must be developed by many of them parallelly, without talking to each other that I have it, why don't you replicate it, So, absolutely.
And leaving all the CDPOs and whoever is there in the middle. I'm not saying that.
I won't agree. I won't say that technology is making a burden on them. Technology is making a burden because I am coming with my technology, he is coming with his technology, she is coming with her technology, and nobody is standardized, and therefore everybody is experimenting and piloting, and government has failed to standardize anything or find any solution. Otherwise, it's just a one-line policy decision one can be taken, is that all 200 million, all 2 million ASHA workers will only form this particular form, whether it comes in, and it will be coming on your mobile with this one, and then you just identify people in a state-wise and all that, and it is very easily doable, but just that we are not doing it,
When somebody at the top level officer gets transferred, and he tries to put his own formats. That is how duplication and etc. is happening. Even in NIC, we have done several. You rightly pointed out, sir, several applications. But sometimes because of this change management, so we need to redo certain things, and again they discard earlier data, and they prefer that this will be collected once again. So that is how ASHA and ANM workers are forced to feed either through online or mobile, whatever it is. But if this is followed a uniform, some format is generated, etc., then it will avoid this type of redoing things. It is there. Aadhaar seeding is now happening. Yes, that is a national level software. All over the country, all states are using that. Apart from that, we have added a few more modules to it in AP and Telangana. Yes, yes, Aadhaar seeding is there. Aadhaar seeding is there in that. Yes.
Aadhaar is another problem, just to tell you at a political level. It doesn't cover any of the conflict area. It doesn't cover, and half the country is conflict area.
Only KYC is there, sir, in Aadhaar, that's all. With that,
That's also another one, is that there is a whole lot, if you make a standard of Aadhaar, then half the country is not even going to avail entitlements, you know. And not only Aadhaar, if you look at Aadhaar parallelly, you have already done many identification through various other ways, you know. Ration card hai, but there are just too many things. So there also we have failed politically to identify that, nahi, okay, Aadhaar is a must. Aadhaar will be done across the country, irrespective of whether you are a conflict state or a non-conflict state. Then it makes sense. Otherwise, it will again become a Aadhaar, like digital divide, there will be Aadhaar divide. You know, have Aadhaar and not have Aadhaar.